dive into the ocean, you don't go like directly down. You just like go step by steps. You make pauses over there just to make sure you acclimate towards the different things. And it's the same with the gym. You got to make sure, okay, you get people where they're at and you walk them, you take their hand and you just go across to the next steps. Slowly but surely, and you walk with them and you just keep
Yeah,
going that
that's
way.
right.
Yeah, and most of the time, when you say to people that, yeah, you want to be at that level of human performance and human being, and you want to last 100 years, you got to see because you cannot manage numbers that you don't know, and so it's the business, but it's the life the same. So when you say, okay, I need to metabolic rate, yeah, but it's a kind of a lot of things to say. Like my grandparents, they like drink beers, eat food, and etc. in the last 100 years. Yeah, in the 1960s or in the early 20th century. Right now, the temptation is everywhere. Sugar is everywhere. Moreover, in US, actually,
Oh my
even in milk there is sugar. They make everywhere, even in the air. So it's like, yeah, you cannot compare. And of course, there is a bias about, yeah, your grandma is good, but there
Yeah.
is millions of grandma
Really
that's not.
deserve that. That's right.
You know what I mean?
You know what really is interesting to me, and I got to go pretty soon, but
Yeah.
you guys have inspired me a little bit on how there's, again, how we can take this same idea of how I want to approach coaching on how maybe I can approach some of this. I'll say marketing for better sake of the term, but
Yeah.
solving people's problems. And so one of the things I think early on with the CrossFit was the problem was people wanted to be fit. Hey, I want to be this. I want to train for that. I want to do this. They're coming in. I want to be a better runner. I want to be a better this. I want to train for a soccer thing. I think currently, 20 years later now, like you're talking about sugars everywhere in the US and the chronic disease, is that one of the reasons I think I was so excited, am so excited to be part of the MedFix Academy team is that we're trying to solve that gap, right? We're trying to fill that gap, which is, and this is the reason that I created the metabolic radar, is people are not coming in anymore necessarily